That was one. That was one. And we didn't get a single freaking. Oh, yeah, you did kill the mutant. Okay. So I can get here into full cover. Ooh, yeah, but those boys over there are going to have a field day with me. The Naga Elite can't see me. But neither can the other guys over there. I think I'm going to move Trey Conley right here. If I go here, the drones can flank, and that Viper Elite can flank me as well. We mind control the snake. That's why I pulled everything. I'll take it. I'll freaking take it, boys.
Greetings and salutations, friends! Welcome! We're back, boys. We're back. We're doing the thing. It's happening right here, right now. Damn news. There we go. Okay, let's get Elden Ring up. I think we might want to, Actually,
I think we might want to do a thing. Blaze of Dice, what's up, buddy? I think we're going to do a thing here where we, watch us a video. Because I want to watch this Fallen Frontier video, right? We watched that one, what was it, yesterday? This is history. You can't see my stuff. We watched that one the other day. Did that not? Oh my goodness. Okay, so wait. This is watched later. Where is this? What? Tango is a boomer, apparently, and can't operate technology. Where is it? I watch too much nerd shit. Way too much nerd shit. Excuse me. Give me 1 second here, boys. Come here. Just give me 1 second here. Grab this guy's channel. Stomp that. All right, so. Is this the one? This is the one. 10 months ago. This is some game footage from 10 months ago. So we're going to watch this bad boy. Let's go this. And then we'll get into Elden Ring, my dudes. I promise.
This is the Soul System in the brand new upcoming space game, Falling Frontier. What you're seeing here is never before seen footage, exclusive for this channel that has been sent over.
So just in case you're wondering, okay, so let's lay it out, right? Let's lay it out. Falling Frontier is an RTS that is being published by Hooded Horse Studios. They published Terra Invicta, and they're publishing several other indie games that are coming out recently, including the one we're going to check out tomorrow, I think, Sons of Valhalla. And they're all... are they the ones? I don't think they're publishing... No, Fireteam Studios is publishing the other one we checked out. Okay, anyway. But this one looks like something that I am looking very forward to. And the reason I say that is because it is an RTS that is more... It's like way slower. I know it always sounds weird. I'm like, oh, you're an old man. You want to be slow? It's like, no. It's about the pace of the game, right? And so how every decision you make leads to a certain point. But anyway, the point is that, you know, it's but with giant spaceships that move very slowly. And yeah, it's going to be awesome.
By the game's publisher,
I'll let it go from here.
Hooded Horse. So my thanks to them for sending this over. Very, very interesting stuff, actually.
And so you should definitely check out this guy's YouTube channel. He is Obsidian Ant. Yes, he did the other video that we watched. That's why we're watching this one specifically. So
with is a tour of the Soul System. The recent Falling Frontier trailer gave us
Okay, so more juicy goodness. Now, why am I doing this? Well, one of the main reasons I want to do all this is because I want to see what the game has to offer, like what it's like. And so basically, from what I understand, like you would build. You have to have long logistical lines for all of your stuff to work. So you can't just mine in an asteroid belt and instantly have it available at your shipyard so that you can build a ship. You have to mine it there, ship it back to your shipyard or to a hub that has all your resources, and then ship it from your hub to that thing. So you set up like a logistical network, and it's over like a very large area. I believe there's jump technology. It's also apparently pausable. So I'm assuming single player, you can pause it and whatnot. And yeah, it looks really interesting, and it's focusing on like individual ships over fleets and stuff like that. So
Bit of an indication of what that's
I'm rambling
about,
again,
but this is the first time
because I'm
we get
super
a
excited.
nice up-close look. On the right, there's a brand new UI element. This has recently been added. It's effectively the celestial object side panel that allows us to switch between different planets. Currently, Saturn is selected. This can then be expanded out to show the various moons around your chosen planet.
This is awesome. This is one of the reasons why I want to see what this game has to offer. The ability to like have a mining base here and have your like base set up at like Jupiter, like it showed in the other video, and having, you know, supply chains between the two. Yeah. So.
You can then instantly switch between these locations just by selecting them on the UI.
This wasn't
or
in the
from
one that we watched. This
system
menu right here.
itself. So we can see that around some of these moons, not much is going on, simply because
the zoom is a lot
nothing
harsher
has
on
yet
this
been
one.
developed around them. Other moons, meanwhile,
Wonder
do
why
have
access is
space
restricted.
stations around them and other such outposts. Meanwhile,
Like, owned by
the little
somebody else?
UI element up the top there has just shown us that a civilian shipyard has just been completed. Really loving the multiple zoom-in stages here. So that was Enceladus. Now, as I go quiet here, you may notice the music in the background. This music is
quite
the
nice.
official music straight from the game. At least it was included with the footage.
So they're
that
just
footage
zooming in
was
and zooming
sent
out and
over.
showing the stuff.
In
That's
my
great.
opinion, this is very, very fitting for this style of game.
It's
you
13
listen to
minutes.
how
We'll
it
watch
changes
it.
as we walk
great.
through this footage as well. Very fitting, as I say.
It does look very beautiful. It definitely looks like something I want to get into.
Now, one of the
Hopefully
things I think is
the
going
ship
to be
combat is as
especially
good as it looks.
interesting
I've seen
with
some
Fallen
ship combat. In
Frontier
fact, I
is
have a
the
video
relative complexity
that I
of
made
each of the
on this
planetary
game.
systems. Not only do you have the star system, but you actually
When they
have
contacted
access
me to do it.
each star system.
So I did.
Both Saturn and Jupiter,
And it was
of
pretty
course, are fairly complex because they're made up of a lot of different moons and other various bodies out there. The complexity of these can be increased as you slowly construct space stations, but also as you bring fleets and spaceships into the equation. Now, you will have noticed as that spaceship was selected there, the TVF Pinnacle, we could see both the class of the ship as well as the crew on board. And here we're given a
Yeah, exactly. As he said. So this is the crew. So we saw this last time. I wonder if this is fuel. I wonder if that's what that is. So a lot of buttons. I'm assuming these are the modules it has, and it's like missing two. Support destroyer.
ships into the equation. Now, you will have noticed
And look how
as that
slow it's
spaceship
moving.
was
And look how
selected
long-
there,
look
the
at- look,
TVF
look.
Pinnacle, we could see both the class of the ship as well as the crew on board.
Time is all
And
the way
here
over
we're
here.
given a bit of a closer
many
look at
days
the
passed?
scanning menu.
How many days
Do check
passed?
out the little window, the little UI element in the bottom left there.
14,
Gives us
15
a
of
preview
March.
of each object as it's selected. Currently, no target
16
selected.
of March. And this is, so it's
So the
just
amount of objects we can
slowly
see here
gliding.
seem to be
It's kinda
entirely
cool, man.
dependent on the range at which we're zoomed in. Now, unfortunately, I don't know the details of how this all plans out, but the
Lots of
asteroid
time to think about how
selected
you're
just a
gonna
moment
die.
ago, Skull, seems to be very similar to the ones that are around the refinery right there. Seems very, very likely then that those asteroids are resources. But you can also see that various asteroid fields are also named. Now, zooming right out, still in the scanning menu, we can get a broader view of the entire star system.
Mars.
We've got Mars here
Very
and
nice.
Earth as well. I'd love
Looks
a
like
look
they're
at
off
Earth,
limits,
but unfortunately,
just like
we don't
before,
get to
right?
see that in this footage, but in a moment we will get to see both Mars as well as Earth's moon.
I'm
Before
assuming
that
they're
though,
just
a bit of a look at the refinery and the
Zoom
way
around to it.
station. So, it's switched over to the logistics menu here,
Ooh,
and
now we
what's
get to
going
actually
on
see the
is that
logistics
connections are being made between the various different objects, the various different
Okay.
stations. Specifically between the refinery and two different way stations. Seems to be that those connections can be made between different planetary systems, so that the range is pretty extensive there, at least it seems that way.
Now that is
So,
interesting.
connections between various stellar objects seem to be very, very easy to make. We can also see at the top there, the refinery has got listed connections, that's two-way stations. Both
So it tells
highlight
you
on the
what it's
line
connected to.
as they're selected. Also very, very easy to remove those connections if you no longer want them. Unfortunately, though, it seems we're going to have to wait and see as to the importance of
Shabbarini, greetings and salutations, my friend. How you doing, buddy?
Doesn't actually show.
We're looking at a game
about, but at a guess,
called
it
Falling
seems
Frontier.
very likely they're going to be
video.
required to supply
Then we're gonna play some
resources
Elden
to a fleet and various different ships. It's being closed here, and we're returning back to the regular view of the game. And once again, a nice broad view of the solar system, this time in the regular view rather than in the scanning menu. Now, the UI menu over the side here, as I mentioned, is a new menu, and
one of the weird things that we don't see yet is like, where is the enemy that you're going to be fighting? Are they just in another planetary system, or do they own some of these? Right, because that's what it looks like. Because I believe that your ability to jump means that if you had a ship here and it was going to jump all the way to Saturn, or excuse me, all the way back to Jupiter to deliver resources, it could literally jump from here to there and bypass all this nonsense. So you might own only little bits and pieces of each planet, and you have to, you know, fight over that. Like it's weird. I don't know. And that's the way life works sometimes.
As well. In
Bad.
Fact, the same seems to be hold true.
I'm sorry.
For pretty much
hope
all
it's better,
the
man.
elements that we've
Sit back
so
and enjoy
far
yourself
seen here. In fact, in my opinion, one of the key facts, one of the most important elements of any good RTS game is a very clean UI.
And
quite often there can be a heck of a lot of stuff to manage, so adding in unnecessary complexity into the UI often results in making things confusing, so it seems that, hopefully at least, has been avoided here. So here is a look at Mars. Again, some more stations orbiting around it.
It's interesting.
Now, my understanding is that the Solar System is the area in which the main campaign of the game will actually take place.
What do you do outside of streaming?
Ultimately, yes, it's a very familiar area to pretty much all us humans.
A husband.
Very clear, though, that some artistic license has been taken here, but I think that really adds rather than detracts. Lovely view of
what did I
Europa
used
there,
to be?
by the way, as well.
I used to be
so some
nuclear
famous
engineer
moves
in the
here,
Navy.
Europa, Ganymede,
And then I was
Callisto, and
all
Io.
kinds of different mechanics.
Some of these
and
are certainly
electromechanics.
instantly recognizable. Europa specifically, I'd recognize that one anywhere. So
before I started streaming,
done a good job there. The same is true for IO, which is of course instantly recognizable with its distinctive coloration here. Yes, one of the most colorful moons.
Now this one looks like you can actually interact with it. Like this is one of the planets that we
bodies
have.
in the entire solar
But it says
system.
access restricted. That's really weird. I wonder what all those icons are. They don't really go through and explain it. That's kind of all I wanted to really look at here. So
now over to some ships here, and we're going to see a bit of combat.
Oh, there we go.
Now again, I don't have too much details of exactly what is going on here.
This is gonna be great.
I have been given a bit of information, so
what do you do outside of
enlighten you as
what
best as I
do you
can.
do outside of watching
so,
streams,
at the top,
Mr.
we've got
Shabbarini?
two player destroyers. One is the Juno, which you can see here. The other is at the top left. That is the Pinnacle. Coming in from the bottom is an NPC enemy destroyer. Slightly further down is an enemy battle cruiser that's just on its way. Now the battle is getting pretty intense here, but you can see a mine.
It does appear that the asteroids block line of sight.
Floating towards the enemy destroyer, and that has pretty successfully dealt a significant blow, absolutely tearing that ship apart.
But
that leaves the
why did
Pinnacle
he tear
and
it
the
apart?
Juno facing the battle cruiser. Now, one thing I really like here so far, at least based on the footage that we're seeing, and hopefully it does actually play out.
Yeah, it does look like it's fairly easy to control the ships. Like he literally just told it to kind of move here, and so the ship is doing its own best to like turn as hard as it can to get into that spot.
As well as this is the relatively slow pace of the overall combat. It gives you plenty of time to actually think about what you're doing and make good tactical decisions. And it seems one of those is just coming up. The Juno is currently under pretty heavy fire from the battlecruiser there, but if you look, the Pinnacle is about to interspace itself between both the battlecruiser as well as the Juno, and it's now actually taking the vast majority of the incoming fire. But
yeah,
as yet, it seems like
the
the
other
two
ship wasn't
destroyers
really that
are not
damaged.
just quite ready to give up the fight. Obviously, without any hands-on experience, we don't really know how
Types of
these
fission
two ships or
reactors
these
do you
three
like for
ships
general public
actually
development?
balance out together. We can see that the Pinnacle has 8,400 hull points or shield points, left out of a total of 12,000. The Juno seems to be doing quite a bit better.
To be honest, I'm really liking the small modular designs that they're coming up with. I don't remember exactly which ones or what the basic principle behind the reactor is. I just know they're small, modular, and iterable, and that they can, if they can get a patent for one design, or not a patent, if they can get a get through the bureaucratic red tape for one design, then if they can mass manufacture those, then they'll get them. I don't remember exactly, like I said, I don't remember exactly what they are. I don't think they're I don't think they're boiler reactors. Pressurized water, boiler reactor, I don't think they're one of those. I think they're saltwater reactors, miniature saltwater. Not saltwater, salt reactors. Salt reactors, yeah. I think that's what they are. They're like Gen 4, I think. And so they're like designed not to melt down. And there's all kinds of crazy shit that they can do. Because they were actually designed with like computers and not slide rules, which makes them really good. Thorium reactors, well, I mean, here's the thing, man. One of the reasons that we have the problems we do with nuclear power in the United States right now is because of the regulatory climate, along with the fact that every single nuclear reactor in the United States is an experimental reactor where it stands. And that's one of the reasons why there's so much initial cost to develop a nuclear reactor, is because you have to like literally build it on site. And it's not something that's mass manufactured like most power plant components, right? You can actually throw up a power plant fairly quickly because many of these things are mass manufactured, and if they're not mass manufactured, the parts are, and then you can just piece it together on site. That doesn't mean it does. You could throw up a freaking coal burning power plant overnight, or a gasoline one, or any of the other kind of bullshit things we got. But what it does mean is that there's a lot more upfront cost, research and development, red tape, because we don't know exactly how it's going to work. It could be, the design could be insane and it just be insanely dangerous, and we just didn't realize it on the drawing board, or it could be completely facile and not even workable, right? That's why I like the new way they're trying to do it. And to be fair, we always should have done it this way, but I think a lot of the development was crushed because of the anti-nuclear sentiment all throughout the latter half of the 20th century. So that's why we find ourselves where we are now. And it's within just the last few years that the vast majority of people who were screaming no to nuclear look like crazy sumbitches, right? And the main reason is climate change. It's literally the best thing we got. it's like, it is the solution, because it will get us to fusion, right? That's where we're headed. It will get us to better solar. It will get us to better wind. Nuclear is the way to go. There's hands down no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And if we're serious, we could have new nuclear reactors starting up fairly quickly, because we don't need to build gigantic nuclear reactors that power the entirety of New York City, right? We could build small reactors that produce like a small percentage of stuff on a power grid, and then build it up over time. So we could get started right now and start reaping the benefits within the next few years, if we use the small modular designs. Now, that's if they actually work. There's several different types. There's all kinds of bullshit. If we use slaves till we use mechanical and electrical energy. We use slaves till we use mechanical and electrical energy. Our slave, yes, that is very true. I think one of the main reasons that the Roman Empire didn't experience like an industrial revolution is because they didn't see the true moral hazard that is slavery, and so it prevented them from engineering their way out of a labor crisis. Because that's what they had too much labor, so there was so much because of the Roman Empire's expansion, conquering, and all the slavery, that normal people couldn't get regular jobs, and so there was all kinds of problems with that. And if they had actually abandoned slavery, then most likely they would have had to engineer a way to save labor, and that probably would have led them into something like the Industrial Revolution, because they had the steam engine, right? It's been around since like 3000 BC or some crazy shit like that. That might be fake news. Don't quote me on that.
Meanwhile,
it's been a while.
There we go, just still on 10,000 shield points or hull points
Something
there.
to be said.
The Juno taking, the Pinnacle rather,
Ground sloth,
taking
yes.
most of the damage. Now, unless I'm completely missing something here, it seems we don't get to see the hip.
And I do remember what these are, right? These are like, I believe these are randomly generated missions that are like picked up for you, and you can accept them. And I think they give you, I don't remember what they actually give you, but it gives you like a little bit of direction about where to go, right?
Points.
It's kind of cool.
Of the enemy
The way the
battlecruiser,
system
the
is
ship
supposed
in
to
the
work.
middle there.
If it works that way.
So that's either a design decision. The developers have chosen not to show that. So perhaps keep the conflict a little
It
bit
is
more
interesting
on the edge
how
of your seat,
they're
as
missing.
You don't know how long the battle is going to carry out. Or it might simply be that the developer has chosen not to actually show that particular part of the UI.
And we can't
Again,
see
something we're going to have to wait and see later
what
on.
it won't show us what the HP
At any
is.
rate,
on
the
on
Pinnacle
ship.
seems to be holding
Spear
up
six,
pretty well.
Spear
It's
six.
just gone down to 8,000 hull points, just below 8,000 hull points actually. Meanwhile, the Juno is still up there at 9,000.
I don't know. I think you'd want to fire on the one you can shoot in the butt,
the
but
Pinnacle
maybe I'm wrong.
is losing shield points.
It's
Hull
probably
points pretty fast.
Different gun angles, right? If you've got guns
Seems
that only
very
shoot in
likely
certain
that
angles,
the battlecruiser
it might be what's
does
going
have
on
the
there.
ability to destroy both of these ships.
All right, see,
doesn't
they
it?
might be cooling down, and then they're going to fire here in a second. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like the Pinnacle is nearly down to half of its health points. So probably going to have some trouble pretty soon, unless one of these ships or both of them decide to get out of the way. The Juno is certainly better off in this particular fight.
Well, you going to show them your butt? Oof.
So at this point, it seems to me that there's a bit of a tactical decision having been made here, that the Pinnacle has decided to take all the incoming fire to allow the Juno an opportunity to escape. The Juno is further away. It's actually not firing back at the battlecruiser. At least it doesn't seem to be, possibly not wanting to
But yeah,
attract too
I'm very
much
optimistic
attention.
about
And, yeah, you can see the Pinnacle
how we're dealing
is,
with climate
looks like
change,
it's in
and
trouble
I
now.
think nuclear
Fires
power is the way to go
everywhere.
with that.
So very much a case
100%.
of a game of cat and mouse. The battlecruiser.
It's going to be the
doing
easiest
some
way that we're
pretty
going to be able to
hefty
maintain our
damage to the,
civilization
Pinnacle.
while being able to, while being able to.
And one thing that's worth mentioning at
pollute
this
as
point
much.
is that each ship does
But I also don't
contain
think
a crew, and these crew members are
that
very, very
the end
valuable. They're
result is
people
gonna
that
be that
you'll
bad, so.
recruit over the course of your playthrough. They're unique
I think the hype of our
individuals,
environmental
and they do
demise
have
is
specific
very
traits and
overstated.
skills that are beneficial to the ship on which they're on board. So if you lose these ships and you lose the crew, it could be a significant blow. More than that, the Juno is taking a hard burn to get out of the way by the looks of it. The Pinnacle is down to just 2,000 health points meanwhile.
Did it just show the
Pinnacle
health of
is
that
down to
guy?
just
No, it hasn't
2,000
showed the health of the
points
big ship
meanwhile.
yet.
So yeah, more than just the ability
It's
to
just-
lose a crew to death, they can also
So
be
what
captured
determines
by the
whether you
enemy.
hit
And if the
people or
enemy
not?
captures them, they can then interrogate them. So yeah, they could gather intel from the crew, which could be of detriment to your particular side and your
So it's-
struggle
what is it
in the
doing?
ongoing conflict.
Couldn't this one
In
have gotten
fact,
away
as shown in
too?
the previous video, if that does happen, it's well within the possibility.
Maybe it's
for you
maybe
to
they're
mount
doing
a
it
rescue
to
mission
acting like
and
an idiot
attempt to go
specifically to
out
show
there
you what
and
happens.
rescue your crew members. Something that really you probably should strive for if you don't want to lose important intel to the enemy. And it looks like the Pinnacle has sacrificed itself in order to save the Juno. Okay, so after that rather interesting battle,
Sweet.
looks
All right, now we get to look
interesting.
at some other places. All right, sweet. You guys should definitely check this guy out if you want to see this video yourself. Obsidian Ant, Falling Frontier. Sweet. All right, now. Face smashing goodness. How about it? How about it? Let's go, boys. I'm very excited for that game. I want to see what it's got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's actually going to feel because the combat looks a bit weird. What would you say the scope of data is? What do you mean, Shrubrini? Do you mean as in how much the scope of data? Are you referring to the Android? Are you referring to the idea of it? Are you referring to how much humanity could possibly ingest at any given time? Or are you referring to something specific in the game that I'm missing? What do we do? Oh, yeah. We have Prelate's Charge, which is awesome. We're going to go kill some shit with it. Let's... Where is something we can go kill? Something that's really, really big. Aren't there lobsters up here? There are lobsters up here, aren't there? I think there are lobsters up here. Pretty sure. I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's... So what were we doing? We were doing this. This is what I want to do next. Yep, right here. Bam. Bam. Is data everything? That is in the case. That is the case. What? I am quite unsure what it is you're referring to, my friend. I am quite unsure. Is this gonna be another, like, boss level dude that we're gonna have to fight? There's a bear. Is there a big bear? Yep. These buttheads. There we go. Lovely. All right, what am I wearing here? Magic resist? Yeah, we need to get rid of that, and we need to grab this. Okay, so bunch of bitches. What is Data? Data is an android. Something called Star Trek. He's a baller, by the way. Might even be a shot caller. Know what I'm saying? Sit down, bitch. What are you doing? Stop it. Not the android. That is... Is that something invisible standing directly in front of me, or is that a... No. It's a plant. I thought there was a goblin standing directly in front of that. Smashy, smashy! Okay, so what is Data? Not the android. Oh, shit! No, 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 no. Nope. Drink. Charge. Well, that sucked. Drink. Oh my God. That was crazy. My alarm's going off. No! No! Stay back! Back, foul beast! Damn it. Drink, 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 drink. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Flame, cleanse me. Flame it. Flame it. Yep. I absolutely hate these things. Ugh. Dude, I'm gonna have to drink my... Boo. Ooh, still hit me. There it is. There it is. Yes! That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Domination. All right, there we go. So what is data? I mean, I can look up the definition. Let me see. What can I come up with off the top of my ass? Data is a thing, right? It is a thing used to analyze other things. Would that be the definition? That is a very interesting thing to ask. Now I'm just curious. Now I'm just curious. I have to actually figure this out now. Oh, look, I got the wrong thing up. There we go. Yep. Pay no attention to the tango. Pay no attention to the tango. Factual information, okay, such as measurements or statistics used as a basis for reasoning, discussion, or calculation. Information in a digital form that can be transmitted or processed. Information output by sensing device or organ that includes both useful and irrelevant or redundant information that must be processed to be meaningful. Okay, cool. So there you go. Very, very cool. Very cool. Data. What is data? Data is all that. I definitely, yeah, that's interesting. Are you wanting to discuss the metaphysical implications of the definition of such a word? Did I just get invaded? Is that what that said? Oh, hello. What is that what I think it is? Where is it? So I have 137 to 149, so it adds 12. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a boss fight. That might be good. Yeah, that might be good. Yeah, might be. Maybe. I'm not sure I like the prelate's charge overly much. It didn't like stagger the shit out of him the entire time. Now maybe that's because the mob specifically that I was using it to can't be staggered like that. So that could be what's going on. We can also do this, and then we go. Ooh, I need to put that on the other hand to be able to use that. Now that is interesting. Okay. We can use it. Yes, indeed. That's what we need to do. Electrifying armor. Okay. So all translation is perfect. The dictionary is a book of translation. Okay. I mean, you are correct. It just translates it into other words in the same language rather than translating it into... Well, would that be... That wouldn't be translation, really? No, that wouldn't be translation. Because translation implies that it's in a different language. And of course. Is that another one? God help me, son. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go drink. Electrify this bad boy. Where is she? Come on. Come on. Look at this. It actually staggered me out of it. She's gonna kill me. Oh shit. No, that was dumb. That was dumb. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. I'm dead. I am totally dead. Not even like just a little bit dead. I got annihilated. That's what happened. Do they stay dead? If you defeat them once. Gonna assume not. So Prelate's charge against these guys specifically is not all that great. Ow. Ugh, it still hit me. Oh. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, that transformation is not translation, because translation requires it to be one language from another. Now, you could say that different dialects, specifically like the American dialect, for instance, there's all kinds of fun shit that we say that it differs depending on where you are in the country. So you could talk about something like that. I would accept that one. But only in that small. God, dude, that sucks. Well. Dude, I don't really understand what I'm supposed to be doing against these guys. Like, the block seems to work some of the time. Of course, I'm getting my ass stomped, so that's probably not helping very much, is it? Not helping very much at all. Also, yeah, the Prelate's charge is not nearly as awesome as I thought it was going to be. I will say that. You're running out of poison. Well, yeah, I realize that I'm running out of poison. Also can't. Oh, just get bodied. Ah, lovely. So, I keep thinking all I got to do is get that R2 in there. I kind of want to go back to using my other thing, but you know what? We're just gonna keep rolling with it. I'm gonna smash my face into this wall as many times as it takes. Oh, many times as it takes. Still hit me. Missed. Caught me a little bit. Of course, boxed in a corner. That's exactly where it pops up. Yep. Jackass. There we go, you son of a bitch. Got all the stamina! All the stamina! All of it. It's all mine. It's all mine. What does it mean for something to be the case? I don't know. Oh, for something to be the case, is when you are describing. Well, if you say something is the case, that's the case. I believe it's usually in an analogy to something else, where you're alluding to some prior event that may signify a greater understanding of the thing that you are currently describing. So the best way I can describe it is, to come up with an example off the top of my ass. Let me think. Because I've definitely heard it, but it's been a long time since I've actually heard it in a coherent sentence to where it would be like, yeah, for me to be able to understand it. Like, it's usually not used in language, right? I haven't heard somebody say that in a long time. I just went down here and got something, and I don't even remember what it was. That's lovely. I guess what you could also describe it as is when you're stating something as a fact. You know, like, it is the case that Romulans stink, right? They're also ugly and ill-bred. So, but you know, they don't stink as bad as Klingons. That's fact. That's fact. So, is there anything else over here? Yeah, I have no idea what I just alluded to. Like, my mind is just blank. So yeah, it could be when you're stating something as like a fact rather than an analogy. And I wonder if that has anything to do with like police investigations or anything like that, like case files. I don't know. Is the world made of facts or things? Well, it depends. That actually depends on how you view the world, right? Because if you have a materialistic lens, then the world is made of things. If you have other types of lenses, well, the things in the world may have intrinsic value outside of their material being, i.e., they have. Can I equip the sword? They have meaning beyond. Am I for real? I'm in medium load with all of this. Oh, that is juicy. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna whip this bad boy out. Yeah, so there could be, and but it could be argued, even from a materialist point, that everything in the universe is essentially information or data. And so you could say that the universe is almost entirely made up of facts. But a fact implies that there is a person to verify that it is true rather than it is just simply true, I guess. Right? Rather than it just being a data point. Maybe. I don't know. Because the thing about it is that all those words have a certain meaning, but they're all slightly different. And they all have slightly different connotations of when you use them. So, yeah. I would say that, in my own personal opinion, that, does the Earth need someone to be around? No. But what I will say is I do believe we are possibly very, very alone in the universe. Or at least in so much as we can reach ever in our universe. And the reason I say that is because there are logical things that would happen if the universe were full of life that we would see, most likely. You know what I'm saying? If there were a civilization out there literally gobbling up galaxies, we'd probably notice due to various mechanics of how physics works as we know it. So there's that bound that we could get out of. So it's possible that there are aliens out there, especially within communication/travel distance of us, but we don't know about it because of how they communicate or whatever. But it wouldn't make much sense if you get what I'm saying. Practically, sci-fi kind of hand waves that shit away, but practically, the way you would go about doing it, so far as we understand, you would notice. You would definitely notice. And one of the things that is a consequence of the universe being as old as it is, according to the Big Bang hypothesis, is that one of the consequences of that is that if life is common enough for it to arise more than once, since that would be us and someone else, then there should be enough life at some point before us that would have eaten everything, specifically within like our galaxy or within our supercluster, or at least within our visual range of where we would see somebody doing something, right? Therefore, the world being a fact can be a fact without someone. Yes, if humans don't exist, the world will still exist. Yes, I do believe that. That there is in fact a material component to the world that is required. Yeah, I do. Fundamentally. And that is there regardless of whether we are or not. Now, whether we can shape it or not, that's a whole other thing. And, if the world that we live in is a simulation, it could still be made of facts and it could still be made of data, but none of it would actually be physically real except the hard drive and except for the computer system from which it runs on. So, and there are some really bafflingly hilarious reasons as to why we should be a simulation, including like mathematically speaking. That goes against what you said. Okay, so here's the best part about being a streamer, right? You are delayed, so you are hearing me 15, 20 seconds ago, maybe 30 seconds to a minute. So when you said that goes against what you said, I have no idea what that you are talking about goes against what I said from earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because you were responding to something that you didn't stop me in speaking and be like, whoa. That goes against what you said earlier, which is this. You just said that while I've been rambling this entire time. So I have no idea which part of what I've said is contradictory to what you're saying. Or what is contradictory to what I said earlier. Yeah, there you go. But even then, we're talking about things that are like metaphysical. Of course they're contradictory. The words we're using have meanings, like I said, that are specifically ambiguous toward one another, right? Like data, fact, information. A lot of this means the same thing. And it's the connotation which you use it, especially when it concerns like who and what. You said what facts takes an observer to verify the facts to be true. Yeah, I said that. That doesn't make it correct. But again, we're also talking about, in what connotation does that matter? What did I, like, you said facts take an observer to verify the facts to be true. Okay, what did I say that that is in violation of that? So now we have the problem, but I don't know what the point of the problem is, right? What did I say that contradicts that? You'll have to forgive me because I'm being forgetful as well. So. We basically just got 4 to go to. Snails. Fluffing snails. Of course it's snails. Why would it not be? Well, at least we're full HP, right? Is there anything in here? Or just snails? Wolves. I feel like there's something back there. I mean, maybe you're talking about what I was saying about us being in a simulation, but I said if, you know, a lot of this stuff that I'm talking about is hypothetical. So it is a fact that the world is round without an observer, and it takes an observer to verify the fact. So then, in that narrow case of your use of the use of that word, no, it is not a fact that the world is round. It is simply round, and there is no one to observe that it is a fact. But if someone were around, they could observe that it is in fact, in that case, round. Oh, let me just drop that right there. So facts don't need observers? I don't know. It depends. It depends on how you define the word. That's what I'm saying, right? So you know, here, let's do this. Let's define the word then. Let's see what where the fluff is my mouse? There we go. Something that has an actual existence. No. 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 The very first definition is basically something that is now something that has actual existence. So it is stating something as it is reality. A piece of information presented as having objective reality. Now, I would assume having objective reality should require, you know, verifying that should actually be an observer kind of deal. But no, the first definition. Okay, so there you go. Facts can be true without an observer. There you go. Per its definition. So that way. This is another memory thing. Seek 3 great wise beasts. What does that say? Seek cliff, then behold dog. Do 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 do. Said something about a spring. Is there something over here? Am I hearing like a glow? No. My turtleneck, baby. Can facts be false? Linguistically, yes. You can present something as fact and it be false, but if it is simply, if you're using the definition of what a fact actually is, then no, because it is something that is. Like 1 is greater than 2, or excuse me, 2 is greater than 1 is a fact, right? Now you could state 1 is greater than 2 as a fact. You can say it is a fact that 1 is greater than 2, but that is false, and you are stating that fact incorrectly, right? So linguistically, yes, because your facts could be wrong, and in fact not facts, but incorrect information. Time for dog. Try a range battle. What? How do we know if a fact is right or wrong? By independent verification as best as possible. Like the Earth being round is something that we can prove, so that's how we know it's a fact. Just because there's a bunch of people that don't believe it and have alternate facts that are in fact incorrect, it doesn't mean it's not a fact, right? Not the best example, but like gravity exists. You know, unless we're in a simulation and then it's just a simulation of gravity, then yes, it exists. I really don't care that much about another mission slot. I am not super stoked about the prospects. a lot of turtles here, though. All right, so let's see what it says. Cliff, behold dog. Seek Spirit Spring. North. Seek Spirit Spring. Seek Spirit Spring. I wonder what that means. Is it in here? No? See, this is what's interesting, right? It says, we were time for dog, we were of dog, range battle. I mean, this is north. But this is going up to like... Dog? Visions of loyalty? Maybe. Is this it? Grr. I say I don't care, but I'm more intrigued by the damn puzzle. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything much up here, so. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's that guy. Ow. Dude. I need to get my old crack blade back, don't I? Okay then. Well, that's lovely. I think I don't care about this anymore. So we're gonna go finish. Does water boil at 212? Or do we just have many data points to say the next time we try to boil water, it will be at 212, assuming 1 BP and all that jazz? I mean, it's both. Right? Because it really depends on what the nature of reality actually is, right? If the nature of reality is that I really want to kill that dog. I really want to kill the dog. If the nature of reality is that our universe is real and we exist in it and all that jazz, then the first statement is true. Water does boil, and the data points is true because we do have those data points, and it tells us that will happen, and we will, and it's predictable, and we can do it. That's how we know it's a fact, and that it is real and observable thing. But if the universe is in fact a simulation, then it's just data points, and the fact that it does boil at 212 is simply a parameter of the simulation, even though it may coincide with what really happens in the real world, whatever that may be. Doesn't matter. So, Ashes of War. Let's get back to Cragley. Bada bang. Sure, but what can we say to be true? What we can observe with our limited senses. That's pretty much it. We do the best we can. I mean, even in the end, if it ends up being fruitless, then I mean, it's just like with the whole like meaningful question, right? Like, for instance, I'm an atheist, right? But I do believe there is value for religion because it gives lots of people meaning in their lives. But you don't necessarily need religion for that, although for some people it's pretty good. For others, it's not so great, you know. And on top of that, well, no, let me think. But as far as like my life, I derive a great deal of meaning from my life due to various things that I'm doing. Most of them are in line with what you would do if you were religious. But that's irrelevant. It's one of those big. It's one of the biggest problems I have with a lot of crazy atheists is that they want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, and they want to get rid of everything that makes, like our society run. Like, for instance, there's a lot of stuff that we could take from religion, especially stuff that has to deal with like human psychology and how humans actually work. Not all of it needs to be thrown away. We should at least understand the lessons that it's trying to teach us when we say, oh, we need to get rid of this stuff. That's we obviously should not be oppressing women in a giant patriarchy. That, like, we obviously should not be doing that. But that doesn't mean that there aren't reasons that men did that or that societies did that on top of the fact that they wanted to control women. Like, yes, that was true, but that there are also other reasons, right? Why did almost every society do very similar things when it came to, especially when it came to young females like that, right? And there are reasons. There are reasons that young males did exactly what they did, and why the stories are the way they are, and why everything is that way. So why they were all that way, I should say, almost to a fault. Like for instance, we have yet to. Oh, you're fine, dude. I'm just rambling. We have yet. I believe we have yet to see a civilization that wasn't based around a religion. So there's something to that, right? There's definitely something to that. Okay? Because we definitely know that ideologies are not based entirely around religions. They can be, and in fact, many of the ideologies that have been separated from religion are still based on religion. Like a lot of the stuff that I believe is still presupposed by a what would you call it? A Judeo-Christian Greek like worldview, right? Like, for instance, human life being of utmost importance, and life in general, especially intelligent life, is like beyond value, right? It's priceless. Absolutely. And we should do whatever we can to keep as many people alive as possible within reason. So even like people who are potentially criminals, I don't like the death penalty for like two reasons. The state being in charge of it, and the fact that human life is very precious and we shouldn't kill it if we don't have to. And in cases, there are many cases where people are so dangerous that you cannot allow them to live. And it is an excess burden upon society to have them be free, or even to imprison them for the rest of their natural lives. So those are usually the only ones. I guess. I mean, I don't really see the point of that. Could get back lightning for it. Not that that matters, right? Protection. Yeah, we need a bunch of faith for all that nonsense. Cure poison. I don't need that. Lord's aid. Poison, blood loss, sleep for self and allies. I mean, I guess I could take the shittier heal, I guess. I don't know, dude. Flame that do this? I don't know. This is all dumb. All this. Poison mist. Let's do poison mist. How about that? Let's get lightning for it. Be all right. Or I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Stay tuned. What is more value, the present or the future? That is an exceedingly how should I forget the word I wanted to use. I would say biased question, or no, it's based on the perception of the person answering the question, is what I mean to say. So it depends on the person. There's probably, because there's really no objective standard as to which is more valuable, right? Because you can do things in the present that you can't do in the future, technically, and you can do things in the future that you can't do in the present, technically. So yeah, I would say that one's definitely up for debate. All right, let's go Roxor, some Soxors. Do we want to go here? We did Ronnie's quest. Maybe instead of finishing that up, maybe what we do is we go here and we jump down the hole. Yes, we jump down the hole. That's what we're gonna do. Down in the hole. We're gonna go find the creepy asshole, and we're gonna destroy his face. Just all over it. Bovine excrement all over him. Sorry. I didn't mean to get super gross. I didn't mean to be super gross. I will say, my brothers. Blessings of the Omnissiah be upon you, friends. There we go. Okay. Oh, can't use the hearse. Can't use the hearse. Well, I guess we'll just move on then. So we were, in fact, using... Do we have a rune active? We do not. Hello. Oh, buddy. Would you look at that? That looks interesting. Oh, dude, don't tell me. It's just straight in there, isn't it? Yep. So they made a way where you can get down here. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's sexy. That's the HP one, isn't it? Oh my god. +2. Vastly increased HP. So 100 and... What would that be? 60? 50? 150? Some change? I don't know. I can't do math in my head like that. Do we put it on? I mean, I don't think so, right? About 150 HP is pretty good, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal, would it? Would it really be that big of a deal? What these? What these? Behold! What did it say? Rain! So this is how you got down here from earlier, huh? Very nice, very nice. And that's how you get to L item. Slashing ahead. Beware a strong foe. You know what I say to your strong foe, bro? You know what I say to your strong foe? We're gonna whoop that ass. That's what I say to that. That's what I say to that, baby. Let's go. Oh, that's just sexy right there. And oh, really? Nice. Warped axe. Lovely. Charge! R2. Gotta love them R2s, baby. Oh, I missed. There it is. There it is. There it is. I got you, baby. I got you. I got you. Hold me tight, baby. The Tarnished Helper. Hello, Tarnished. Any need of assistance? Oh, no. I'm good, sir. I'm good. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, baby. Fear not, though. Fear not. Tango has it. The Tango always has it. You know what I'm saying? And charge! Yep. It's the double tap. Double tap. And I missed. Oh, yes! And the stagger. And the stagger. Okay. Shield. I do love bodying them. I gotta admit, it is quite nice. So yeah, this place is gonna be relatively, I don't want to say easy, that's not the correct word. I understand Godspeed, my Elden Lord. Roger that, sir. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, buddy. I just fell down a hole. No! Oh shit! Rats! No! Back, I say! Back, I say! Demon spawn! Okay. Yeah, if we're killing squishies. Squishy, squishy. Oh! Yeah! Get wrecked. Okay, we need this. Yes. Yes! All the things. All the things. Hey, look, it's the way to go. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. Damn it. There we go. So. Damn it. Fine. Let's kill all of you then. See how you like it. Jackasses. I guess I could shoot him with a bow, you know? Bang da 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 bang. I mean, at least they don't explode, you know what I'm saying? Can't believe I'm down here. I mean, it's funny, I didn't want to do it, and now that I'm at this point in the game, I'm like, man, I'm kind of feeling nostalgic for it, you know? This is an interesting area, albeit disgusting. How in the fluff? There we go. Okay, let's do... Does it matter when I press the button? It feels like it does. There we go. Smash. Okay, let's go here. The problem is the, well, that might do it. The R2. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Oh, it's not hitting him. Hey, look at that. It's not hitting him. Even though it looks like it should. There it is. Yeah, so it can hit the top. Dung slug ahead. Yes, 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 yes. Does not open from this side. Boo. Boo. I know what's there. We gotta go drop down the pipe down here. Let's see. It's this way. Glass shard. Yeah. Lovely. this it? I think it is. This is the fucking lobster room. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I see that asshole right there. Yep. Does the big one come out? It's just the ring-a-ding-ding. Damn, son. And God, this thing is still a pain in the ass. Dude. What in the did the dev? Seriously, man. Holy crap. Like, that's what you're thinking. Jeez. Okay. I think we're okay now. I think we're good. Or not. Or, you know, we're not. We're totally not. Yep, tunnel ahead. There's another one right there. A little bit low on HP, but that's okay. That's okay. I think we'll make it. Can I get out of here? Via this door? There we go. Is it gonna go through that? It's always a place like this, isn't it? Always a place like this. Okay, we gotta go back. Decent way? Yeah. Left. 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 Seek ahead. Ah, yes. Health pots. Lovely. Yep, full heals. They've got all these useful animals around. They're great. Full heals are awesome. Thanks for asking. Okay, so tunnels. This is where we fell down last time. Lovely. Raised door. Yes, indeed. Be wary of right. Okay. Double kill. I'm sorry, what'd you say? Did you say something? What was that? I didn't hear you there, bud. Didn't hear you there, buddy. Might need to speak up a little bit there. Wary of ill-omened creature. Ambush, so to speak, defeating one by one. No idea what this is. Is there 2 of these? Possibly. And he's dead. Lovely. Plump sword. Awesome. And, well, yeah, that'll do you. That'll do you there, buddy. With the bleed. And he's dead. Oh, shit. That's number 3. Yeah, I was like, no, that's crap. All that full healing for nothing. There it is. Daga, daga, daga. And there you go. Love it. Wunderbar. Wunderbar. Jesus Christ, dude. 4 of them? That's crazy, man. That's crazy. What you got in here, bud? What are we doing? What you rolling with? Uno momento, por favor. Definitely looks like something like it's outside. Oh yeah, my dude. That's some good water right there. I do not remember this. I might remember this. I might. There's a boss down here, isn't there? There's a boss down here. There's definitely a boss down here, yeah. I remember this now. Well, somewhat. I do not recall how to get down there, though. Right, I do not recall how to get down from here. Is it right here? It's right here, isn't it? Yep. Yep. There it is. And he's dead. We did it, boys. We did it. Congratulations. In the history of humanity, no one has ever gone so far, come so little, and never in the end really mattered. We'll let that hang in the air. It'll just be our little secret. I guess they want you to heal up before you get in here, huh? And skadoosh. Jackass. Alright. Alright. Probably should have healed. Boo! What'd this say? First off, dung. Yes, yes. The best. The best a man can get. Dung. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. I shouldn't have done that. And skadoosh. Hello, good sir. You did not think you could defeat me, did you? Yeah, when you go up against the Tango, you know there is only one end to your life, sir. I'm not sure that setting my thing on fire is gonna work, but we're gonna set my thing on fire and see how this works. Onward, friends! And I missed. I'm so gonna die. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. Oh shit, they're behind me. No! 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 Damn it! Dude, like the nearest bonfire is there. God help me, son. Ugh. I don't even want to. I don't even want to. I don't even want to, no. See how much bullshit I had to crawl through to get through there? Oh, the funny thing is the one person that took all of my HP though was that damn. Oh, there's all the souls. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, souls. I don't know how many it was. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Doesn't really matter. You know what, boys? I think we're gonna call it there, my friends. Yeah, I'm gonna take an early night off. We're gonna catch you later, boys. I love your faces. Thank you for being here. We're gonna get back with XCOM tomorrow. We'll be doing Sons of Valhalla, probably. Is it Sons of Valhalla? I think it's Sons of Valhalla. After XCOM for a little bit of a you know, just a little bit of thing. Maybe we'll start with it and then we'll go from there. Maybe. I doubt it. We're gonna do XCOM first. All right, my dudes. Thank you for being here. Love your faces. And I will see you next time, boys. Peace out. Peace out.